Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai B'Shem, Rakakodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders and the men of great millstone, as well as those men who preach and teach the likewise doctrine with no compromises, not mixing it to fix it. Shalakia. I want to say shalom to all the Akim and few Akwat that may be listening. This is your brother Batakallah Yahweh from the GMS camp here in Chicago, coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai. And today I just wanted to do a quick response to the video that the elder Apostle Tahar did about these women getting on the comment boards. And real quick, before I even really get into it, it's not just women on the comment boards or women who claim to be Israelites. And I'm gonna just say this, you know, in the words of the older brother Jeremiah here in Chicago, there is no such thing as a Israelite woman right now. There is no such thing as a woman in Israel, okay? And there's a valid explanation behind that. And that explanation is that women are like children, okay? And really, once they reach the age of about 13 or 14, they get locked in that mentality until they can no longer profit off of their good looks anymore, and then they have to start thinking. So all you women that are above the state of a senior citizen, you think like a child. And when you're dealing with children, the child is going to do everything they can do. And when I say can do, I mean if you're not there to monitor what that child's doing, they'll do any and everything that their heart desires. And that's the state that these women are living in this Western society, especially the Israelite women, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women, as well as you women whose bloodline on your father's side go back to those tribes, whether you look like those tribes or not, okay? But you know, the book of Ezekiel says that the Lord's flock are of men, okay? The Lord is not dealing with women. Why? Because women were not equipped to be able to use logic and to be able to understand. See, the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us are things that some of them are expedient in explanation, meaning that you can read the law and understand why you're not supposed to do such a thing. And some of them are things that are still just as important, but you may not be able to just automatically understand why you should or should not do it, just like with any other rule, because it may not be catastrophic right now when you're doing what you're doing, but down the road in the long run, catastrophe is guaranteed. But the woman, she can't think like that. The woman only thinks about the moment, and the woman only thinks with her eyes, making it very easy to trick her. See, all you have to really do is come with money, come with materialistics. The woman's not going to ask how you got it, and she's not going to care how you got it. All she's worried about is how she can get what you have in the moment. And a lot of these women will do whatever they got to do to get it, including abominable acts, okay? But even in the book of Deuteronomy, it also says that, you know, during the Passover, and this is just all paraphrasing because I'm driving right now, so Salakia, but during the Passover, one of the laws that the men of Israel have to keep is that you have to go back to Jerusalem to keep the Passover. And then if you can't go back to Jerusalem for a valid reason, you still have to keep the Passover. And it states that only men are to go and do that. So how can a woman be on the same level as a man and you can't even keep the law to the fullest because you can't keep the Passover because the law says only their men are supposed to do it? You get what I'm saying? So, and that's really a big problem that we have here, is that you women, you really think that you're the man's peer, and you're not, okay? You are beneath the man. Now, does that mean that the man is to treat the woman any kind of way? No, that's not what that means. And I don't subscribe to that doctrine at all. I don't think that women really should be beaten on or anything like that. I think you should be using the game, which is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, to solve all your problems as it pertains to the woman, because the emotionalism and the physicality is not going to land you anywhere, especially in this society. Really, it'll only land you in jail unless the Lord has blessed you enough to not get in trouble for doing that kind of stuff. But Most of these bitches are snitches and will call the police on you, man. And as a matter of fact, the vast majority, more Jake get put in jail by the nigga woman calling the cops on them than they do by just getting pulled over, if we really want to get down to it. But yeah, like, these women, they really think that they your peers, man, and they don't understand that there is an order that is given, okay? And the scriptures say that the order is Yahweh Shai, man, woman, child, okay? Which means that if somebody, that means that we're not peers with Yahweh Shai as men. We're not peers with Yahweh Shai is not a peer with Yahweh as his son. Which means that you women are not a peer with us as men, and the child is not a peer with you as a woman. And see, this woman will quickly tell you that the child is not her peer, but will disregard all other semblances of that order. And that's just not how this thing goes, man. You got to abide and subside in what this is talking about if you want to be in the good graces of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay? Like I said, you're not a peer. You can't do the same thing that we do, and really, you can't do much of anything because your emotions don't allow you to be like that, okay? The only reason that any of these women even have jobs or have good careers now is because men put them there and men keep them in order. They understand that if they don't do what they're supposed to do, then the money that gives them the freedom that they think they have will be taken. They don't have options. That's why they so well behaved at work. That's why they think that they can do these jobs, because they don't have a choice to say no if they want to make money and quote unquote keep their freedom. But guess what? The Lord said that a man is more precious, is going to be made more precious than fine gold. And gold and silver are really the only real tangible money on this earth. And really even deeper than that, the only real wealth on this earth, according to King Solomon, is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which these women don't have and never will obtain. So you women, yeah, you have options right now as far as dealing with the man, as far as how you can talk to the man. As long as he's not your boss, or as long as he's not an Edomite, you can talk to him however you want to. And that's okay, because that's a punishment that we've been given for disrespecting the Most High. And really, the way that these bitches are acting now is how we've been acting towards the Most High. So, you know, we really deserve it. But ultimately, that doesn't absolve you women from the punishment that's coming for the behavior that you're displaying. Especially when you decide to claim that you're an Israelite, and you decide that you're going to think that you can pick these laws up when you can't even keep them to the fullest. All right? But, you know, ultimately the women that are going to be in line are going to be in line, and the women that aren't, that are not. And one thing that I found out, you know, just dealing with women in my existence, is that a lot of these women, I don't, and the elders and the apostles always say this, and the scriptures say this as well, and it's real. A lot of these women that end up making it to the kingdom are not going to be these quote unquote high quality, high class, big job having bitches that you see walking around here right now. It's going to be the bitches that are lowly. You know what I'm saying? Prostitute type bitches. You know what I'm saying? Bitches that's hoes, bitches that's broke, bitches that don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Bitches that are waitresses or work the bar or some shit like that. You're not going to encounter too many bitches that are living in comfort, that are shown nothing but comfort, that are going to be willing to abide and subside in what you're talking about. And at the point in time when that day comes where they are going to be willing, you're going to be able to tell that it's a disingenuous willingness to apply the knowledge. It's going to be a disingenuous willingness to submit and commit. And therefore, you're going to look at them and you're going to tell them to go away, get to stepping. Because there's going to be a lot of you bitches that's going to be getting beaten up, that's going to be taken by these men. And men of the Lord are going to walk by and look at it happen and keep it moving, man. Just like in the movie The Book of Eli, man. Denzel saw that bitch about to get smoked, and he left her there, man. Why? Because he could tell that she wasn't shit, man. So you women, you got a lot of things that you got to think about, man. And a lot of you bitches are past the point of no return anyway. So what I will say to do is just enjoy your time, man. Because you got a big bill that you got to pay for doing the things that you've done. Especially you bitches that have come against the men of the Lord. Whether you be their wife, their mother, their aunt, whatever. A bitch that called the cops on them. A bitch that think that you the men of the Lord's boss in the world. Whatever you think you're doing, you're going to have to pay for that, man. And it's not going to be an easy punishment, man. It's going to be grievous. And you're going to dwell in that punishment for however long Yahweh Shai deem fit. And nobody's going to feel bad for you at all, okay? Because we moving forward now. We're not dealing with with back dragging ass bitches. We not dealing with broke bitches, snitch bitches, trick bitches. We not dealing with none of that shit, man. The only thing that we dealing with is women that know how to abide and subside in the rules and regulations that they men set up. And those men that are setting these rules up are going to be men of Yahweh Shai. That's it, man. But with all that being said, I just want to give praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men who preach and teach the likewise doctrine. No compromises, not mixing it to fix it. I want to say shalom to all the Akim, if you Akwaf that may be listening. Kwam Yasharala and the Baba Ball. Until next time, Lord willing.